building. So, hold on, put my headphones on. So, I want to thank Sarge for the logo and the flyer for the back to school and the kids, the kicks for kids was kicks for the community. We're doing, man. So this year, and I'm gonna give a big shout to my chick in a minute. This year, we're doing the back to school drive with VIP Veterans of Paradise, Sarge and John, all the veterans. We're going to do the back to school drive along with a sneaker drive. I know you guys got kicks in your crib right now. I know you got some old kicks. Bring them down. Send them down. I got somebody, I don't care what condition they are in. We got somebody that can fix them all up, put them in good condition, and we're going to give them away. I came up with this because I give a lot of my sneakers away. And I got kids lining up for my sneakers and getting good grades for my sneakers. So, you know, we want to give the back to school, the book bags and everything, and sneakers. So if you got some kicks, we're not buying sneakers. If you got some kicks, bring them down. We're going to the kids, no matter what size. Sidebar, I want to give a big shout out to my quote unquote missus. She has the #1 student in the whole North Coast. Shout to her. The chick actually, the little girl actually made the news. #1 student in the whole North Coast. You only saw her with the boss because, of course, he's got to take all the credit. And the #2 student in English in the entire Dominican Republic. So shout to her. Literally #2 student in the entire Dominican Republic for English. She's an English teacher. And the #1 student on the North Coast out of everybody. So shout to her for that. Their graduation's today. Here's the wild part. I just got a phone call an hour and a half ago. You know there's scumbags all over the world. Somebody actually robbed the school hours before the graduation last night. Yeah, I got the video. It's wild. They're putting everything back together now. They're trying to get it all together, get the graduation going, because graduation isn't until 3 o'clock. But yeah, they stole like what can you steal from a school? They just stole supplies, a couple computers, stuff like that. But weird shit, but we're not going to let that ruin it. Hopefully they have a great graduation. They fix it up quick and get it going. I'll find out later what exactly was taken that they need. The government stuff, the government got to replace, but everything else, we'll try to get it for the back to school drive as well. Steve-O, good morning. Shout out to you, brother, over there in Asia. Double A, what's up? See you soon, brother. Joe said congratulations on the baby. On the baby on the way? What baby I got on the way? Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on me. Future World, what Joe talking about? Jackson Jeter, what up? Baby on the way. Dave, what up? That caught me so off guard. Like, what? Congrats. Fuck, I don't know about. Money, what up with you? KR, what's good? Bring my kids down to see your brother and get some school supplies. You ain't, your kids ain't getting no school supplies. Your kids are rich. Bert K, what's up with you? Big shout to the whole Paradise Life. So yeah, salute from Utah. Manuel Jeter, what's up with you? So that's good news right there. You know, good stuff going on. As I said, the young lady who's the #1 student in all of Puerto Plata, she was on the news. Big shout to her. I actually forgot her name. I apologize. I talked. We had so much going on with these kids. I'm helping kids do a bunch of things. So I got so many names in my head. My fault. Don't forget, Halloween is coming. Get with me. Got 11 rooms left at the mansion. 2 mansions, 11 rooms are left. We've been selling the rooms, all inclusive. Get with me ASAP. I want to say something. And I got Sarge here. Sarge does YouTube. Dej, yeah, any brand shoes, we do not care. Whatever shoes you got, Pro Kids, Saucony, whatever, we don't care what they are, bro. It's going to the children. It doesn't matter. You don't got to give the Flyers sneakers. We don't care about none of that. It's a donation. So whatever brands you got, we're giving it to the kids. Alibaba, what up? I haven't watched Sunday Surfers in a few. See you soon. I'm glad you're here now. Life has been life, and I got it though. Yeah, EJ, that was super random, but it's all good. So I want to say something. Like I said, I got Sarge here. He's on YouTube. Guys, please watch some of these YouTubers. I don't really watch YouTube like that. I watch aliens and history. I don't really care for watching a lot of these guys because they can't give me any information I don't have. But I watched a YouTuber the other day. My man sent it to me. And he was giving information, bad information, #1, and then telling you hitting you for consultations. And I get now I get why people say don't do consultations because some of the information was bad. And I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible information. But he confuses you by throwing ass in the video. Now, a lot of these YouTubers, and no disrespect to my guys, but there's a lot of YouTubers, I'm gonna say 90%, can only get scallywags or prosties. If you know what a prosty is, catch up. A regular girl, and I did a video, how to tell a regular girl, I might have to do another one, are not gonna be in a video in the pool or in a jacuzzi. They're not. You don't need to pay him to meet hoes. You don't need to pay nobody to meet hoes. They everywhere. But a lot of YouTubers, see, you know why you don't see girls in my videos? Because I tell you, pull up. Anybody in this chat right now that has hung with me can tell you how I get down. Anybody in this chat that's been around me can tell you how I get down. So I don't got to show nothing. Pull up with me and be like, oh yeah, okay, Flip, this is how Flip do it. I got dudes in the middle right now wilding out. Like, that's what I do. I don't got to show it. Be there. And I'm not in it for the voyeurs. For all you voyeurs that don't travel, shout to y'all, but y'all ain't never going to see nothing on my channel. I'm actually living the life. I'm not showing people this, no BS and lying to everybody. And I don't care who takes it personal. I really don't give a fuck. But I noticed that EJ said off the camera is a movie. Exactly. There you go, Javon, no, pull up. Hey, Javon, hey, me and Javon got some stories, especially some Halloween stories. Like, come on, bruh. But I be seeing how they fool y'all by throwing chicks in the videos to confuse you, that they don't really have any real info. They just, hey, look at these chicks. That's cool. I can do that. I won't. But some of y'all who have been around me, YouTube and pre-YouTube, know, oh, this is how I live that life for real. Like, I live that on a daily basis. You know, anybody who knows COVID, we had this shit rocking. Like, during COVID, curfew and all. All right, but I mean, just be careful, because some of these YouTubers eat cap. Super cap. You do not got to pay no YouTuber to meet no hoe. You just don't. Big. Oh, you sent me some money.
That's the worst little
She sent some money.
Yo.
Yeah, what? I got to pay you to meet a hoe? Like, you ain't getting the money back either. That's my money. She just sent me the super chat. I'm not paying you to meet no hoe. By the way, I got us a Sosua updates coming out. I'm going to do the video tonight. I'll put it out on Tuesday. Some dope information. I know you guys probably been hearing stuff going on in the town. I'll give it to you clear with some footage and some video. Nothing crazy, just some stuff you might want to know about. I'll put the video up. I'll do the video tonight and I'll put it out this week, probably Tuesday. Got some dope videos. I've been getting back into the YouTube space. Like, I'm trying to pump videos out because I get a lot of messages and people be like, gee, what's going on over here? So you know what? Like, the reason I started YouTube, big shout to me, 18,000 subs. Appreciate y'all. The reason I started YouTube is there was so much bad information out there. That's why I started YouTube. And you know, I was the information guy for years before FlipFlop existed. But I got to get back into this. There's a lot of bad info out here. Like, super bad info. So I got to get down here and shut that shit down, right? Never understood paying a dude for meeting a woman. I don't know, man. It's weird, but I guess. Yeah, scallywags, you already know. Everybody hates D, what's up with you? Yeah, EJ, like you said, off the camera is a movie. If you know, you know. It's always a movie. Scallywags by the pool. Gita said, yo, G, make sure my niece gets something. I'll tell my brother-in-law. Gita, just send me the info. I'll make sure. Trust me, you know that. Your niece could definitely get something, but your kids ain't getting nothing. Your kids are rich. I got you, brother. Jesse Short, salute to you. More music in the building. Shelton Collins, what up? Mr. Skydex, what up? Hey, Jamal, he said a video won't even do it justice. Exactly. We don't put nothing on. You can see some footage. By the way, big shout to you dudes trying to throw parties using paradiselyfe footage. That's wild work. I saw parties being promoted with my footage. Hey, pardon me. Pardon me. Hey, Keith. You know, I saw people posting Halloween footage for their party.
Already?
No, they're posting their party, putting my footage up there.
Oh, that's cold.
I was like,
that's diabolical.
I was like, excuse me, them dudes ain't do my party. They wasn't there.
Crazy word.
So
Was local news? Camera.
some dudes doing a party out here posted my footage
For their party.
for their party. I was like,
That's cold-blooded. Hey, you want to put like some secret.
I hit the homie up. I said, bro, what's up, baby? I said, bro, they ain't do nothing, had nothing to do with my party.
Turn the camera off, man. Oh man, I miss you, man. Oh my God, where you been?
My expat homie right here, getting on my damn nerve. What's up, brother? How you been, man?
Oh, pretty good.
Blade Runner, what up?
That's cold-blooded.
Mr. Scott, I do consultations, but I do real deal consultations. And by the way, big shout out to my bro. He hit me. He said, man, I'm about to do a consultation with you, but the video you put out is everything I needed to know. Watch the videos. But yes, I definitely do consultations. Just buy a crash out meal or flip-flop, you'll learn what you need to know. Exactly. Exactly, you ain't got to play to meet nobody. King Sim Travel, what's up with you? Everybody that asked me about info for Sue, I put them on your channel. I appreciate it, bro. And big shout out to my homie pulled up on me yesterday, Derek. He goes, man, you funny, but you keep it real. I got no choice. I got to tell y'all the facts. Got to keep it how I keep it. I'm not selling you nothing. Well, maybe I'm selling you some wings and tacos, right? But I'm not selling you nothing. If you want to buy a t-shirt, buy a t-shirt. Paradise Life. But I'm not selling you nothing. I'm giving you, I don't make any money. Y'all want to, hold on. Y'all want to see my last check for YouTube? $300? I ain't making no money off this. So I'm not, I'm just giving you proper info, and this is almost 20 years of information. And like I said, there's certain people I would love to have a conversation with, quote unquote locals or quote unquote people that know everything. I love to have a conversation with them because they know their version of life. I'm out in these streets every day. Well, I used to be every day, I ain't anymore. But I know more about this town than everybody, more about Puerto Plata than everybody. I remember there was 7 expats in all of Puerto Plata. I was one of them. So, not that I know it all, but I have the experience and actually know what's going on. I love when people tell me how connected they are and how they know everything. And I'm like, who do you know? You know a motor concho? You know a hooker? Are you kidding me? KR said crazy work. And star call Raul. There you go, Raul, what up? P-Man said back inside after 2 months. My inside is your outside. Ralph said I had to leave Sosua too. Big shout out to Ralph, man. Great kicking it with you, my brother. Trade infringement. It is what it is.
Babies all over the island with no babies.
Puerto Plata dope. I lived in Puerto Plata for like 5 years. It's dope. I lived in Sosua for pretty much all my time. I live right outside Sosua now, by choice. Being in Sosua every day was a little crazy. You can find yourself spending more money than you want to, getting into a lot of shit. So,
I mean, if you want,
I will say one thing.
loud and diabolical,
I think a lot of my power, a lot of my strength in this town particularly, forget YouTube, in this town has built me enemies based on me doing things on my own. I don't really do team ups. I ain't, only because I learned that team ups don't work. You want to team up because you want me to carry you. You don't want to team up because you want to rock with me. And I get it. I'm cool with that. But I see dudes teaming up to help each other's weaknesses. I have weaknesses. You won't know them. But I see dudes teaming up to help each other's weaknesses. And I'm always like, I'm not teaming up with nobody. So at the end of the day, I'm like, I get it. But maybe that's why a lot of dudes don't like me, because I don't need to team up with nobody. You know what I'm saying? He said I'm the Jedi Master of this. I'm just being me, man. A Second Baptist Church in Queens. Joe, who's the baby? You got me. You said congrats on the baby. Who's the baby, bro? I'm confused on that one. What's up, brother? Oh, yeah. Give me, hold on. I know what channel. 1 second. I got you. 1 second. 1 second, yeah.
Girls would be walking, and all of a sudden, you're
Mira,
boy, except for the girls in you.
pone 803, número 1. The big one. I got you on the first one right there. They got 15 minutes.
King
So, what was I saying? I'm sorry. Yeah, so I think like a lot of that has backfired on me because I'm so strong. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Yeah, 15 minutes. 15 minutes. It is backfired on me because I see people teaming up, and that's cool. I don't knock it. I don't knock it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the same person. You know what I'm saying? So when I see dudes act like I no longer, especially dudes that I put on, I guess that's another thing. I'll let them tell it to you. Some people do. Some people do say my name in good light. I put a lot of dudes on this Sosua. A lot, chicks as well. I put a lot of people on this Sosua. A lot of people on in the North Coast. And when I see them no longer rocking with me after I put them on, I'll be like, all right. People come to me and I be like, I really don't care. Like it don't faze me. But I realize that, okay, you just can't put anybody on. Because now they over here doing their thing and they just forgot about little old me when no one knew you before I put you on. So, you know, I see a lot of people do that. And it ain't just one group. It's Americans, Haitians, Dominicans. I put them on, all of a sudden they get too big for me. And I be like, wow, okay. Cool. No big, like, you gotta understand, so I'm talking to y'all about it now, but the conversations I have on a daily basis, I'd be like, I honestly don't give a fuck. Let me catch up on the comments. Ali said, I put one dude on your channel, he visited Sosua. When he came back home, he said, yo, everything that Flip said on his channel was 100% the truth. Hey, I speak the facts, baby. Don't you have Ricky Bobby, don't put that on me, my brother. I don't know what the hell you talking about. Beat Renegade said, team up is if you benefit from it. It's once exactly. Thank you. I learned a long time ago. If we gonna do a team up, what am I getting out of it? Most of the time, I'm doing all the work. I'm not benefiting from it. So there's no point in doing it. And not that I knock it, I rock with everybody. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Paradise Life, we walk through a door. Listen, we walk through the door. Profit is made in whatever business we walk through. Any business will tell you that. When I walk through that door, I got a crew of people from 3 people to 10 people to 20 people, whatever it is. There's money to be made. I got businesses calling me all the time or calling my girl saying, hey, is everything all right? We haven't seen him in a while. She had to tell, oh, he ain't been drinking. I said, oh, he ain't been drinking. Okay, cool. Like, they thought they did something wrong because I ain't walked through the door. I've been chilling. I've learned to minimize my appearances, if that makes sense. Go where you appreciate it, not where you tolerate it. So I realized that when I scale back hanging out, now my phone goes off. Hey, Greg, where you been? I ain't seen you. Oh, okay. You know, it is what it is. Hey, KT, you an asshole. It is what it is. So, you know, power is everything. We can go out and get drunk every night, but who benefits? My liver don't benefit. That business benefits. How long did it take Uli to back? What the fuck? This shit. Oh, man, I don't know what she was typing. I always understood it. Took me a longer time to speak it better, but I always understood it. Yeah, EJ, I don't know what Joe talking about, bro. Billy D said your power is in the numbers going to the restaurant. You don't have to worry about having a group in the streets. Facts. I don't care about that at all. Pablo, what up with you? Got a chatty. CAB. My man's on his job. Got a chatty patty in the chat. I don't know. That's weird. Every time I come to Flip, I had to go to rehab for alcohol. Just leave. Hey, 29, you know don't start no shit, won't be no shit. I love the North Coast, man. I love it over here. You know, I love the whole country. You know. And all right, so I was just telling Sarge, big shout out to John, big shout out to all the guys in the Paradise Life and all the guys coming on the Paradise Life DR tour, August 10th to the 16th. We just procured, big shout out to my man Alberto, we got a bus starting in Santo Domingo. So if you are going to be rocking with us, we got a bus from Santo Domingo. I need a head count this week. I got a good number of guys already speaking to, but I need a full head count this week. We got a bus from Santo Domingo. The bus is going to take us from Santo Domingo, Bani, San Cristobal, Santiago, back this way. So hit me up for that. We got a nice bus, brand new bus at that. That's going to be really dope. Closing that deal this week. People learn your style and management and copy. Some mad haters, but yeah, I get the copy thing, Mo. Is what it is, bro. Here's the wild part. You can copy everything, but you'll never be me. Not to toot my own horn, but I mean, the originality, the genuineness is something you can't copy. You can't copy that. Shout to the business in Cabarete that's copied. I mean, they stole, copied the taco burger. Yo, I was livid when I saw this shit. Not mad like, oh my God, I'm angry, but mad like, bro, you can't even deny you got that from me. It looks exactly like mine. You ain't even try to like cut it in half or put a little lettuce on top or something. Like you just say, here it is, and change the name. Damn. At least figure something out. Billy D, yeah, we'll just listen. Hit me up. What we're working out now is everybody not doing the whole tour, right? What we're working out is who can do certain stops, and we'll just charge per, that way. Some guys are doing the whole thing. Some guys can only jump in certain parts. That's cool. We'll work it out. I just need a head count. So like you can hit me up, say, hey, I'm only going to do these 2 cities. Well, we'll make sure it's charged accordingly for those 2 cities. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be really dope. The bus is going to be crazy. We're going to be all over the place. And then if you're around, you can see how I roll. Like I just roll a little differently. You know what I mean? And like I said, anybody that is in this chat right now that hung with me, I don't gotta show nothing. People see it with their own eyes. All right? I'm in there with top 5. You feel me? And I ain't talking about the Toronto shooter. I'm in there with top 5 baddest. That's how I roll, baby. I don't play around. How my man Big said it? They talking it, I'm living it. What's the best place for small families? The champ. There's so many spots, bro. There's no like one best place. If you're talking about POP, Sosua, so many places, bro. What area do you have in mind? I'll give you something close by there. King Sam, what's up? Big shout out to Queen Sam, and big shout out to King Sam. We're also going to be doing a sneaker auction for a couple pairs of kicks. That's going towards the back to school drive. Dwayne said flip my link up to Santo Domingo and ride with y'all after. Bet, Dwayne, just hit me up. Like I said, some guys are only doing specific cities, so it is what it is. We'll work all that out. No, we're doing Bani, Money. Doing Bani and San Cristobal. Bani and San Cristobal. No odds with this trip. Oh yeah, we got a taco burger. I saw your post, P, man. Punta Cana development's out of control. South of the airport, first class. North and Bar Road is nasty. Issue roads, massive traffic, way overdeveloped. Hey, it's crazy. They got the Big Mac. We got the Big Mike. King Sam, they took the taco burger, bro. Crazy. Von Brown, good morning. Oh, Wandolio's dope. I was actually going to live in Wandolio, but opportunity popped up, so I never made it. Vaughn said, I'm about to do something stupid. Hopefully it works out. Don't do something too stupid. Been to Punta Cana for a honeymoon, enjoyed it, but didn't feel very authentic. Try Cabarete, you'll like it. A lot of family spots out there. Yeah. And Punta Cana is cool, but it is more the touristy, right? I get what you're saying about that. Big shout to Raul, added already. Jesus Christ. But like I said, I'm going to do a Sosua update video this week. Put it out this week for you guys. A lot of stuff I got to get out. Like I said, I think all these videos and this bad info has got me back on my YouTube grind. I wasn't feeling YouTube for a while. I won't lie. I'm doing the videos because I love it and I love you guys, but I wasn't feeling it. Now I got to get back on my Grizzly because I'm like, there's just too much bad info out here. There's too many YouTubers capping. They cap. All right, and here's what I'm gonna call super cap at. Here's what I'm gonna call super cap. Most of these dudes is with prosties. Okay, that's all they can get. I challenge any YouTube when they be like, I got the baddest chick. Show me a bad chick that's not selling box. I challenge you. And I will pull up with a bad one. Now anybody, we can all get baddies that sell box. That's easy. Pull out your wallet, pull out your credit card. That's easy. I got Cash App. I got Jubilee. Shout out to Jubilee. But show me the baddie that everybody can't have. Now we talking. But a lot of these dudes be capping. Like I be seeing dudes, oh my girl is. I'm like, huh? She a hoe. She's a hello. She's a weed whacker. You stay in PC. Resort is nice. Outside the gates is free. Yeah, I hung out a couple times outside of the resort area. Not much to do, but I made a way. Wiseman was good. He said, my B-Day in 3 weeks. I need a special meal recommendation so I can treat myself and be selfish as fuck. I normally get the tacos, sometimes fried rice. Wiseman, if you, let me ask real quick. Are you into seafood? And let me know when you're here because I could put something special together for you. If you're into steak and seafood, let me know. I can put something special together for you. Kevin Lopez said, it annoys me when they brag about Riz. Yeah, that's weird, right? Hold on. Time out. I'm going to show y'all how you Riz with a prostitute. Riz? What are we talking about? I got a video coming out too. I'm gonna do another relationships in DR video, but a little more in depth. But yeah, what are you talking about? That's what be bugging me out, because I be seeing dudes capping and I be like, bro, you paid them to do that. They're not doing that because they like to. And I'm not like this big Don Juan motherfucker, but I got chicks that rich Dominicans lust over that rock with me. So it's like, huh? I'm turning chicks down. Like I be like, nah, baby, I got the missus. I can't do all that. But y'all be, it's just weird. I be like, bro, she's a hoe. Like, if you know, you know. Weird. Tony Fox, what up? Question, can I hit the local shoe shop in Puerto Plata, buy some shoes and just get them to me? 100%, bro. Yeah, listen, any type of way you guys want to get any kicks to us, you can. Whatever you want to do. Because all I'm saying is we're not buying sneakers. We're buying school supplies. That's the only thing we're buying. We're not buying sneakers. So you can bring any kicks down. We're doing a sneaker drive or a shoe drive to give away. But we're not going sneaker shopping. I want to make that clear. So if you want to give us money, the money's going towards the back to school drive, the supplies, the book bags and stuff like that. It's not going towards sneakers. Okay? It's on that one, the first one. Right there, yeah. It's not going towards sneakers. So yeah, buy anything you want. McCorley said, Mathau said, I appreciate it, man. I'm trying to drop gems. She for the streets. Yes, where's Douglas? Thank you. He is not on his job today. I was waiting for the classical announcement. CMD, what up with you? Yeah, San Cristobal, cool. We're gonna be at the pool at San Cristobal. Wise me, yeah. When you in town, I got you. Get you a nice birthday meal. I figured something like a lobster, the rice, or steak and steak or something. Whatever you got a taste for. But I got you though. It'll be something good. Black Abdullah, what's up? What you shout to you? Yes, definitely pull up. Nah, Billy D, the capping's everywhere, and not just DR. Other countries too. Dudes be capped. Like I be seeing a lot of shit. I don't watch it. People send this stuff to me, and I go, I guess, right? Like I've met a lot of YouTubers, so I'll be like, man, I don't know about that. And like I said, if you take it personal, you take it personal. I don't care. But then there's dudes I don't know that I see, and I'll be like, it's visually appealing. It's visually dope. You guys are watching. The voyeurs are watching. But it's cap. It's super cap. Facts. Everybody can buy a bad chica. Show me your non-pro. There you go. Boots, hey, that's my guy right there. Santa Fe's cool. It's cool. You gotta get there early, get a nice spot. It's cool though. Yeah, Santa Fe's dope. I've hung out there a few times. It just, if you want a nice cabana by the pool, you gotta get there early because they go really, really fast. Dwayne said Punta Cana is not good representation. It's still DR. It's just the resort version of DR. He said, talk that. Yeah, it's more, but it's, for those that never been here, it's the only representation you're gonna see. Now, are you willing to step outside? Most people are not. And by the way, the resorts, every resort I've been to in the world, discourages you from going outside. All right, I'll tell you a quick story before I get back to the comments. I took my daughter to Serena's in Punta Cana. Brought her down, she was graduating. And they got in the room. I'm going out. I'm hitting the streets. It's a long drive from the resort to the security. I get down. It's about 10 at night, 10:30, whatever. Security goes, where you going? I said, if you open this motherfucking gate. He was like, oh, I'm sorry. So I'm like, don't ask me what I'm, open the gate. I pull outside, I go kick it a bunch of places. Stopped at Drink Point, of course, but it wasn't my vibe. Hollered at some brothers in there, it was cool. I come back later that night with a bottle, so I see security, and I did kind of bark on him. So I pull up, it's just me and him, I give him a drink, we talking. He's like, I'm so sorry, but nobody leaves the resort. I said, oh, I live here, bro. I gotta go out and explore. He said, oh, I didn't know that. He said, but that's why I asked you, because only if you're with a worker from the resort, they take them out to mainly Drink Point, right? So I was like, oh, I get it. So they discourage you from leaving. You know what I'm saying? They discourage you. They don't want you to leave. So you'll never really see outside if you don't know about it. Exactly. He said, talk that ish. I got a chick, Big Poppy, try to get you. Listen, you already know, bro. Like, there's levels to this, which is why I say, like, and I'm not talking about any particular YouTuber. I'm just talking about overall. I said 90% of YouTubers only get prostitutes. With this, besides the stuff they're showing you, right? There's levels to this. And I'm gonna do this in my video about relationships. Most of them chicks that you adore and admire wouldn't even talk to an American. You gotta be kind of put in that circle, in that realm. And then I'll give you the reason why in the video. They won't even talk to you. And it's not about money. Your money means nothing. Their father, their uncle, their brother got more money than you. So the money, you can't buy them. And then the chicks on Instagram that's shaking their ass and twerking, I don't want them anyway. Those ain't the chicks I want anyway. So they half a prostitute if you want to say that. I don't want them anyway. We're going to get into that though. Regardless of how that meal is, you still got to include the flip-flop fried rice. Hey, that fried rice be hitting, it be special. In the Morgan Freeman voice, you know he's right, you know. That shit in South Jersey, what up? So when the East in the house, you already know. Ali said, OG Flip, do I need an international driver license? No, I only need just a passport. You can drive with your passport in any country for at least 30 days. A lot of cops don't even know that. Pompey said it's about that time. What's up, Pompey? How you doing, brother? Well, remember, resorts is usually all-inclusive, so you already paid for it. They don't want you to leave because of safety reasons. That's what they tell you, right? Some people like peace and tranquility. Santo is city life. Yeah, and that's kind of why I left Santo Domingo. I thought felt it was too much like New York. He said you could drive in New York. You could drive in New York with an EBT card. I'm done with you. I'm done. He's not lying though. He's not wrong. You can drive in DR with anything. Granted, early evening, but Drink Point was not open. Yeah, Drink Point is a later evening spot. I kicked it with some brothers in there, had a bottle, talked to some security guards, some girls. I only stayed a little long because I was kicking it with a couple of bros, but I went down the block to this Dominican spot. Much better, my type of vibe. I could see how the dudes from the resorts had all the tourists in there, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? It's just not my vibe. You know what I'm saying? not my vibe. I like to to be out and about. You know, the local thing is more my vibe. A lot of people say that, but really, it's more my vibe. I'll tell you right now, my chick says it all the time. I've done more Dominican shit than she done. I do the rivers, I do the barrio, I do the Camado. I've done all that. I actually don't do none of that stuff no more because I don't drink rum like that or beer no more. So, but I've done all of that. You know what I'm saying? She'll tell you me in a heartbeat. She'd be like, "You've done more." We have a joke. We call it the gual. Now back in New York, I don't because I don't want to be disrespectful. Back in New York, everybody spoke Spanish, and I was mainly around Puerto Ricans. We used to be like, "Get that guala out of here! Like, stop talking that nonsense." So I don't want the Dominicans think I'm talking to them. It was pretty much anybody, and we always be like the guala. So she actually says, "You've done more guala than I've ever done," and I live here. I've done a lot. I love this country. You know what I'm saying? I like to explore. So there's a lot of stuff I've done. Ali said, Flip ran a question. If an expat wanted to rent an apartment in DR, do you have to have a Dominican cosign? No, not at all. Nope. They want their deposits. It's 2 deposits. It used to be 3. The law changed. It's now 2. 2 deposits to to get your lease. You do not need anybody on your lease. They just want money. And if you decide to pay 6 months to a year in advance, work out a deal with them. It lowers your rent. Okay, and sometimes you won't even need deposits. They'll take the 6 months and be like, hey, hold that, maybe 1 security deposit. You know, everybody has to have a security deposit in case you do something to the crib or leave or whatever. But yeah, you do not have to have a cosign on your apartment. I've heard people say that. I've never had that issue ever. And I'm talking about my first apartments. I'm talking about my first apartments in POP, all that. Never had that issue. They want their deposits. You go sign the lease. That's it. No issues at all. So you could definitely get you an apartment without having a cosign. The old white man is not going to cross the highway in 2D. What? No, my boy. I saw your post on Facebook. That shit crazy. He's some chick about to get a free apartment. I hope not. We done spoke about that. We talked about that. Don't be out here fucking just getting chicks apartments. Then again, it's not my money, so I don't care at all. At all. What else is going on, man? It's a beautiful Sunday. Like I said, if you just joined us, I want to shout out the missus. #1 student on the North Coast. #2 student in English in the entire Dominican Republic. Really dope. They're having the graduation today, and they just got robbed right before graduation. The school. Who steals from a school? I don't know, but I guess. Mira, 12 media, por favor. Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I gotta have my protein. I'm hungry. Hey, man. I'm starving. I learned my lesson about not eating for a long period of time. And big shout to y'all, 18,000 subs. Appreciate y'all. Share the channel, man. Look, I told you guys, when we get to 20,000, I said 25, but we're gonna go to 20. Get to 20,000 subs, I'm gonna tell you guys a story you'll never forget. And I'm also tell you why my channel should be motivational. Why my life should be motivational for you guys. Because I've lived, I could talk about it, but lived a crazy life and I'm still here. For all the stuff that I talk, I be having fun, talking crazy. I really shouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? If the circumstances were different, I wouldn't be here. But being what they are, I'm here. It's a blessing. The chef said, are there night places you can live close to the beach? The closer you get to the beach, the more expensive. Are there places? I'm sure there are. You'd have to look. Like that's a lot of footwork right there. But the closer you get to the beach, it's more expensive. So you got to keep that in mind when you talk about beach. Rob Blair, what up? Said, what up, G? What's good? Keep doing your thing. Philly, a big shout to Philly. That's what I said. Tell her mom, sister, and brother. Douglas said, MrFlipFlop, that might be accurate for the North Coast, but Santo Domingo is different. A lot of places in the want you to have. Well, hold on, Douglas. I heard that, and like I said, like you said, might be. It might depend on your status. The reason I say this, your status. Do you have a bank account? Are you someone that Is it a situation where you're not here enough? You know what I'm saying? There's certain situations, I guess, right, that they could ask for a cosign. I haven't experienced it. Usually, if you got the money up, you know, you got your money deposits, they don't care. Is it the end all be all? My words? No, obviously not. It could be situations where you do need cosign. I can only tell you what I experienced. I've heard about it. I've definitely heard about it, but I've never personally dealt with it, and no one I know has had to have a cosign. Could it be? Yes, Douglas is 100% right. It could be placed on the North Coast, not just Santo Domingo. I just haven't experienced it myself. So, you know, I'm only speaking from my personal experience. Not saying it doesn't exist. I just haven't seen it. Usually they just want your information. Remember, when they got your passport, ain't too much you're doing. You know what I'm saying? See you soon, Rob. Definitely see you soon. Dwayne said, been here for a while. I'm still not comfortable driving to Santo Domingo. Yeah, Santo Domingo's crazy, bro. Travel laws don't apply here. Yeah, at the end of the day, when I drive, when we go to Santo Domingo, I drive and park and take Uber everywhere. Uber's very big in Santo Domingo. Literally, don't call an Uber till you're ready because it takes 2-3 minutes max. A Uber is going to be right there. Santo Domingo is great for Ubers. Lyft is it Lyft? Not Lyft. InDriver as well. Speak Spanish now. What up, Don? Gonna be the 6th through the 12th. Nah, Edward, I'm here, bro. I'm in town. I am not going nowhere till August when we do our DR tour. I was supposed to be in Colombia, but I had to cancel that. Got too much going on. And I would assume places like Piantini, yeah, you need a cosign because they don't know you. they need to know they got to getting their money. I have banking in both, but you know I do a lot of stuff down here, so it's kind of on you, right? I think if you're gonna come enough and to be here enough, especially be an expat, you want to have an account down here. Have you had a better quality of life, peace of mind since living this? Listen, 100%. The only thing that bothers me is annoying people, and that's kind of a personal thing, right? People do stuff and it annoys me. That's just the only thing that bothers me here. It's just stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be the littlest thing that annoy me because I'd be like, why are you doing that? You know what I mean? But, you know, I'll talk about the gym when someone just get in the way of the weights. Like, what? That's like my stress. You know what I'm saying? I don't really, down here is way bigger peace of mind. You know? And like I said, people just being annoying. But my level of annoying might not be your level of annoying. You know what I'm saying? People just doing dumb shit. You're just like, what? Other than that, super peace of mind. It's dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I love it down here. Been here how long? Almost 20 years now. This became my home based on me coming down here for peace of mind. I was only coming down here to get away from the States. You know, like I said, once every other month, once every few months. By the way, I'm going to put the video out. It's not going to be a dope video. Thug Passion Part 2. I had to delete the first version. I added a second version. I'm going to tell you why. You might get mad at me, but I'm going to tell you why. If we go on someone else's channel and y'all want some information, ask some questions, cool. But I thought about something. I'm going to put the video out, but it's going to be an edited version to what I first put out. I deleted Part 2 and I redid it. Thug Passion was a big part of my life here. Like, and I had nothing but negative to say about her. It was just getting too in depth into our story. I was kind of, as I rewatched the videos before I put them out. So I rewatched the video and I was like, damn, she really was in my life like for a long time. I decided certain parts of that situation are best left told in person. Just because I felt the way. I was like, you know what? Our relationship is so deep. I think I'm going to keep some of that stuff back. You know. And like I said, nothing malicious towards her. It was more about me saying, damn, I think I'm telling a little bit too much about our relationship. But I do have a version. I'm going to put it out. And at the end, I do the disclaimer of how I did leave parts out because of our relationship. You know, we're years and years and years in the game as far as, you know, dealing with each other and what we've been through and so on. So I decided to hold back a little bit.
It took me a minute to get the. I did enough of that shit.
Wait, the fuck is the DR tour? Bro, what are you talking about? I've been talking about the DR tour for months. August 10th to August 16th, man. We're traveling around the country. Santo Domingo, Bani, San Cristobal, Santiago, and back to 6 days. It's gonna be dope. And yes, Creighton, Dimitri Creighton. Just did a video, True Cost of Living. Go check it out. $2,000 a month is definitely good. If you don't mind, I live in the North Coast, Sosua, Puerto Plata. Jimmy Bags, definitely show love. Definitely hit that like button, y'all. 100 something in the chat. Hit that like button, please. Yeah, I live on the North Coast, Sosua, Puerto Plata area. I'm on this side. Currently in Sosua at FlipFlop Sports Bar, as you guys may know, home of the famous wings and coldest brews. Excuse me, sorry about that. About to eat me a big old steak in a minute. I'm hungry. 42 more days on my journey. 42 more days. I will be drinking like a mofo on the 42nd day. Get ready to carry me. If you're around, get ready to carry me. Frankie Funbag, what up, bro? 2K. I put 2K for the month per person. I mean, for a person, but I added my kids in mine. But it's not as expensive as people think it is. So yeah, 2K for you. Maybe it's definitely a little more for your family. Rob, whatever. Say, yo, I'll be down there next week. Get my chopped cheese. Definitely pull up, Rob. Definitely pull up. I'll be here, bro. I'll definitely be here. Yeah, 2K, you know, I included some of my kids in my 2K, but you can make it work. I would just say to add a little, if you have a bigger family, add a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Go back and check the video. I kind of broke everything down in the video. It gives a real easy breakdown and everything, adding the children in there, child care and so forth. My collar going on. So I would say check that out. You know what I'm gonna do too? I'm gonna post the flyer. There was a flyer posted of the road trip. I saw a meme this morning that said, "Believe in yourself, like Jim Jones believe he's better than Nas." That's some type of motherfucking belief. We had a super long Jim Jones Nas back and forth in only one of the groups. All other groups said Jim Jones. Yeah, right. Big shout my man SB the God Boston. You already know. But either way, yeah, 2K. I think 2K is good. He said that's no. Just believe in yourself though. Jim Jones knew what he was doing. Come on. He tries to make himself relevant at all times. Listen, I said this in the group and I say it to you guys. I don't do that the gossip celebrity. I don't care about none of that stuff. Jim Jones went to Cameron and asked him to start a fake beef so they can make some money. And Cameron said no. This is the type of person you're dealing with. He needs this. Pinky said, "What's up? Just found a house today close to La Boca. I'll be a regular here soon, homie. Make it. Oh, that's what's up, man. Make it happen, Pinky. And I won't be wearing my boycott flip-flop shirt. I almost got. Yeah, I had to stop making those shirts. People were actually getting mad at me. They were like, "What they mean, bro?" I was like, "Nah, it's a joke, bro. It's a joke." People were boycotting me, and we made a lot of money. So I said, I want more boycotts. Dave said, "I opened a couple Baron Reserve accounts in Spanish Harlem." Yeah, and that's another thing, guys. If you have access to the Baron Reserve in New York, you can open an account, and it's down here. Yeah, and you can transfer money to yourself. Oh, Jimmy must have been high. Yeah, Jimmy bugging. He said it's just Harlem dudes. Shout to Harlem. I fucks with Harlem. I got a lot of homies in Harlem. Shout to Harlem. Jimmy not really from Harlem. I mean, we're not getting to that, but yeah, that's another story. I made the comment and people were laughing, but I'm serious. If it wasn't for balling the one record, Jimmy would just be Cameron's hype man that always got beat up. That's all he would be. Who's the guy with the long hair always getting beat up? I done seen Jimmy get ran out the club in person. Not my man's in him told. I was standing right there. And saw Jimmy get ran about the club many a time. Especially out of the tunnel. He got ran about that tunnel quick fast. I'm headed over to La Romana for a week. Not really in La Romana, but let me hit some of my peoples up. I've only been in La Romana one time. But I hit some peoples up. Jimmy was a suburban dude that came home, his grandma. Yeah, I mean, look, Jimmy got beat up a lot, like a lot. I remember being in the tunnel, man. Look, if the tunnel was open now, well, thank God it's not. There'll be a lot of bodies. If the tunnel was open now, and I had YouTube, well, let's go back. Let's say if I had YouTube when the tunnel was open. The first thing I would say is, if you're not really tough, do not go to the tunnel. I don't care if you're 30 deep, 40 deep. If you're not really tough, don't go. And if you're a rapper that raps gangster stuff, and you don't really live that stuff, don't go to the tunnel. Because someone's gonna call you. Someone's gonna be like, ain't that rapper dude say he be doing them things? Let's ask him. I'm telling you. Big shout to Steve O in Tree Town. Yeah, the tunnel was, y'all think prison bad. The tunnel was like open air prison disco. Like again, if the prison had a disco, it'd be a tunnel. I don't know how I put them two together, but someone testing your gangster in the tunnel. Anybody been in the tunnel? No, you don't be soft up in there. You better go on Saturdays, college night. And they got techno upstairs and college night downstairs. You go to the tunnel, you ain't tough. Hey, homie, we gotta talk. I done seen dude, 2-9 prison disco. That's all I compare it to. I done seen dudes get beat up for elbow room at the bar. Hey man, can I just get over here? I want to order a drink. No, nigga. Security take 8-6. Oh, you 8-6. Security taking you out head first, open the door with your head, and then throwing you off the thing. Remember, tunnel was a warehouse where the trucks back up to. What they call it? Where the trucks back up to the loading dock. They throwing you off the loading dock, head first into the garbage. I seen it. Woo. Yeah, that's the only thing I compare it to. Tunnel was a prison disco. If prison had a disco, it'd be called the tunnel.
Where the hell is that?
It was in New York. It's been closed, but it was a crazy, one of the best clubs around. That was when real clubbing was a thing. But a lot of violence happened in there. A lot of violence. Someone got stabbed, robbed every Sunday. Shot every Sunday. But it was the biggest spot to go to. Always stayed in the same spot from Airbnb, Santo Domingo. Got to know the owner. Yeah, it's always better to deal with the owner if you can. If you can deal with the owner, it's always better. Oh yeah, the tunnel, baby. Nah, hey, Jeter, you'd have acted up in the tunnel. You couldn't wear tight shorts in the tunnel either. Couldn't wear tight shorts in the tunnel, bro. You wouldn't have made it. Jeter be with them tight shorts. Jeter, we are not in the gym every day. I know he laughing right now, too. Yeah, Sunday night. Saturday was cool. You know, college night, techno upstairs. It was cool. But Sunday, ugh. The things I seen, I can write a whole... Anybody who been to the tunnel, like, I used to go every Sunday. But you know, I was with the DJs, and you know, we ain't had to pay to get into that. Anybody who was in the tunnel a lot, like it was pretty much a lot of us there every Sunday, every other Sunday, whatever. You got stories because the tunnel was co-ed bathrooms. Tunnel was madness. Savannah Peter Trucker, what up with you, bro? No, it's just memories, man. The tunnel was definitely madness. It was a place where you could meet a girl. You could meet, all right, I'll give you up. You could meet Tupac's cousin from Elizabeth, New Jersey. You could meet so-and-so rapper's girlfriend. Like, it was just, you ain't have to have no whip because everybody pretty much got there in taxis or trains because parking was horrendous in the city. You know, you could definitely wear tight shorts at the Limelight, 100%. Shout to the Limelight. And Cho No Joke was there. He was there. He was definitely there. Savannah P had midget videos. Wait, we talking about? What's going on? What I'm missing? It's not new, but it's not opening up no time soon. It'll be open. I say September. July 16th, I'll be here, bro. Las Vegas Sports Show, what up with you? Las Vegas in the building. Big shout to my bro. Excuse me. But yeah, you know, I got stories for days. Oh no, Bentley's is wild. All right, so like I said, if you're from New York, you know the run. How you doing, Beth? Yeah. You know the run. It was all right. So the run was Bentley's, Palladium, Tunnel. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Bentley's, Palladium, Tunnel. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you know, then now we popping the limelight here and there, popping the shadow. Shadow was the older crowd. Give me some milfs and shadow, definitely would. But Bentley's Palladium Tunnel, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In between, stop at a bowling alley. You know, bowling alleys were lit. The ones in the Bronx, Whitestone and all that. Man, I was out there, man. I was a kid though. It was the wild part. That was a wild. I told you guys, it was a wild time in my life. Because imagine Monday, everybody get to school talking about Martin and Living Color, and I ain't get to see it because I was in the club. And they like, you wasn't in no club? Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I was in the club last night with so and so and so and so. And people be like, man, this motherfucker here lying. And I'd be like, whatever. Like, I ain't had nothing to prove because I'm like, whatever. Then I remember cutting school one time, and I was with my chick I was dealing with, my girl, and we were like 10 deep going to a cut party at my homegirl's house. So we left school like 11, got to the crib like 12, cut party popping, everybody drinking, smoking, chilling. And I had to be in the city at 5. Like I had to go, I forgot, I was with one of them artists. And I said, y'all gotta go. You know, where you going? I gotta go meet so-and-so. I can't remember who it was. And they were like, man, stop lying. You gotta go home. Yo, that shit was funny as hell. And then when people started realizing I was really in these places, they was like, how the fuck you get to these places? What you doing over there? It was a producer. I don't remember who the fuck it was. So long ago. I went to school with his brother. So I'm in the club and he goes, yo, ain't you Lil G? You go to school with my brother. I was like, oh yeah, what up? He said, what the fuck are you doing in here? I said, chill. He's like, how old are you? I was like, 15. He's like, the fuck? And then he sees who I'm with. He like, oh, you with them? So he went and told his brother, yo, I saw your boy in school in the club. Then word got out. Oh, Greg really be in the club, this and that. And I'm like, I told y'all, fuck y'all think I'm lying for? Like, I'm really in the club, motherfucker. Do what the fuck I want to do. I was outside. Yeah, Shadow was let's get some old bro. That's what Shadow was. No, the tunnel was in Manhattan. In Dallas, it was Gigi's, Phenom, Blackberries, and Big T. Oh, y'all had y'all run too? Nah. Shadow just had the old shit, trying to relive the younger days. That was the Shadow. You'll get you a MILF in the Shadow, real easy. Like, the funny thing, my first time in Shadow, I was probably 15. My first time in Shadow. And I'm talking to a chick, you know, back then even now, I'm out. And she was like, you cute, how old are you? Like, you sure you been in the right club? I was like, I'm 15. She's like, you 15? Yeah, she's like, you 15? I was like, yeah. And my cousin did tell me to lie. He was like, lie. Come here. I just walked in club. I'm with DJs and artists and shit, so it wasn't no checking ID, wasn't none of that. And then after a while, I knew all security, so they didn't care how old I was. So she's like, he did say lie about my age. I just forgot. I'm drinking. I'm like, yeah, I'm 15. She like, what the fuck you doing here? She gave me something though. She wanted some of that young stuff. I was a young stud. Oh man, when Plaque shot himself, man, I was so angry. I was angry at those security guards too for letting him in with that gun. That shouldn't have happened. I know some of them cats too. Said Lakeside also. Oh, let me catch you. There we go, right there. Yeah, but back in the day, I mean, that's why I said, like, I got so many stories, man. It was fun. It was good times, you know. But I actually lived. You know, I was outside living life. I wasn't, you know, the video game thing came later. You know, I wasn't chasing girls. I was chasing women. You know what I'm saying? I was just running around just wilding out. I had fun. You know what I'm saying? Ali said, glad I grew up in that era. This younger generation, they don't know about. Speed was the end of clubbing. I went to Speed. I hated Speed. Like it was always a fight in the tunnel, but it was controlled. Like you sometimes you wouldn't even know there was a fight because it was so controlled in the tunnel. A brawl could be going on and security's tossing them out and the party's still going. You wouldn't even know. But Speed, when there was a fight, the whole club shut down. Like it was just nuts. I couldn't stand Speed. And it was, and me being, here's the wild part. Me being young, I think I was in my early 20s when Speed became a thing. I'm in my early 20s. And I'm seeing 18-year-olds in Speed wilding out. And I'm like, all these young, mind you, I was a young boy, but there wasn't any young guys like me in the club back then. But I'm in my 20s, I'm looking at 18-year-olds like, oh, they wilding, bro. These dudes is crazy. All they want to do is come in there, ice grill and fight. Right? That's when clubbing started dying. When everybody just wanted to ice grill and fight. But I will say this. I forgot the name of the club in Riverdale, Georgia, Atlanta. Me and my man, rest in peace, and my brother went in there. It was something out of a movie. All right, I can't remember the name of this club. It was like a small club in Riverdale. If you know, maybe you could put the name up there. And we went to the club, and everybody's a gangster. Everybody's just all these southern dudes with the craziest ice grills. They ready to kill everybody. Everybody's got to die, right? And I'm like, damn, it's tough in here. Let me get a drink. let me give me something to drink. Everybody's just tough in this club. As soon as Laffy Taffy came on, everybody started doing that. Remember the Laffy Taffy dance? All the tough guys started dancing. Laffy Taffy. I was like, where'd all the gangsters go? We laughed so hard that dudes couldn't help but look over at us because I just couldn't stop laughing. I was like, where all them gangsters go? Dudes was laughing. And that song came. Now, when the song went on, everybody got back to gangster mode. Everybody like, yeah, I'm going to kill somebody tonight. I said, oh, Laffy Taffy done brought you motherfuckers out. Okay, now I know. Bro, I swear on my kids, all of them. That's funny as hell, right? Laffy Taffy came on and every tough guy started dancing. We was the only ones not dancing. I was just confused. I was like, I thought we supposed to be like, just be tough in the corner real quick. What's going on over here? That's when tough mode happened in the club. All right, just tough. But when Laffy Taffy came on, Riverdale, Georgia, stand up. Them motherfuckers was dancing their asses off. Funniest shadow story. They didn't want to let me in. The kicks on. Security gave me a size 15 shoe to put on. I'm a 12. Oh my God, what? That's crazy. Terry, what's up with you? I'm ready for football season, brother. Flo, you must have come down there in a nice piece of change to build your house and start a business. I don't get into my finances, but I had a very good run as a vice president of a company and CEO of my own training company. So I had a nice little run. This was the end of the dancing era club. Speaking as Lopez, Kevin Lopez, I'm 46. I'll be 47. Gucci man, what up with you? Oh man, well yeah, I'll never forget that one. I could tell that story forever. The Laffy Taffy story is literally one of the times, oh my God, I've never seen this many gangsters dance before. How'd that dance go?
Now we gotta all look it up.
Yeah, they all, but imagine the entire club in unison doing the dance. I was like, what the fuck? I turned around, I went from shooting people to dancing. I said, wait a minute. Dress clothes in the club, I don't know if is it still a thing? It was cool at certain point. Tunnel had no dress code. Palladium started a dress code later. They didn't have Bentley's had a dress code. You had to wear shoes. When they started banning Timberlands in the club, that's when things took a little change, right? I remember when, they had the fresh Timbs, you trying to show out. They wasn't trying to hear Timbs in the club no more. Definitely, Palladium was one of my spots. You know what? I tell y'all a story. I might have told a story before. So early in the game, like I think it was like my second girlfriend ever, like maybe my second or third girlfriend ever. Me and her just spoke maybe a few months ago. I'm gonna say her name, Chandler. All right, Chandler was like my second or third girlfriend ever in my life, like real girlfriend. Me and Chandler share the same birthday, so we was kind of like exact. She was like the female version of me, like almost exactly alike in every way. Now, when I met Chandler, she was on the block, on my cousin's block, and she was always hopping out of Lexuses and Beamers and shit. So I thought Chandler was older. I just assumed she was fly as fuck. I just assumed she was older, and she knows she's getting to the bag. That's what I thought. I didn't know. Tell you, I don't get in people business, so I'll be focused on me. That's why I'm glad I kept my internet on.
I told you the place wasn't gonna last, man. That's flip, man. You ain't paying bills.
Don't worry, we printed your bill. We printed your bill up. We printed your bill up. Don't worry about that.
This place is going, man. I'm here to see it.
We printed your bill up first.
All right, let's go now.
So don't worry, we got backup. So Chandler always was fly, hopped out of new whips. And so like I said, I thought she was older than me. I think I'm 17 at the time, 17 or 18. And sure enough, Chandler was my age. I didn't know. Didn't know for the life of me. So we ended up kicking it. Like, we knew each other, but we didn't really kick it like that. So kind of found out Chandler liked me, blah, 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 blah. Chandler at times act beautiful young lady. Say, I only mess with bad bitches. Excuse me, bad ladies. Chandler acted like a dude sometimes. Like, smoke weed, hawk to all that. It got on my nerves sometimes, but we had a thing. Chandler loved Nas. I love Nas. But Chandler had I had a mad Nas album. I love Nas. Chandler loved Nas. So Nas performing at the Palladium. I was going because I was invited. I'm going with some of the Queensbridge homies. So I get to the club. Now, me and Chandler hadn't spoken in like 2 days. Not like beefing, just hadn't spoken. I get to the club. And so even when I'm in the VIP section or all that, I still got to walk around the club. I like walking around the club. So my man taps me. Now we outside the VIP. Nas and Emmett are back there. Nori's back there. It was basically the whole Queens. Southside, Queensbridge, Left Frack. Like it was Queens all day. And we were all back there. I'm outside. I'm about to go back to the VIP, but I'm just roaming around. And my man goes, ain't that your girl? And like I said, Chandler stood out. She was beautiful. And I go, that better not be my girl. Like, man, I'm a young, wild dude. So I'm like, fuck she doing here? Now, her back is to me. And she's trying to get into the VIP where Nas is at. So I peep it because my security come. We were just, me and her were actually in the Palladium like 3 weeks prior. I was with her. We was hanging out in the Palladium. I brought her to the Palladium, hung out with me and the team, whatever. So security like, yo, that's your girl, right? She's trying to get into the back. I was like, yeah, okay. I'm about to go off. Young me was acting a little crazy back then. So I get behind her and I go, so you trying to see Nas? She like, hell, what you doing here? I said, no, mother, what you doing here? Those exact eyes right there. She's like, nah, I just want to see Nas. I said, see Nas. You wanted to see Nas. Now the things running through my head at that age and my testosterone levels and ego, I was highly upset. But her being my boo at the time, she calmed me down. She's like, nah, I didn't even like that. Me and the homies going in. I said, whatever. All right, at this point, I don't even care. And then I find out that my homie actually told her to come. One of my homies told her to come. He knew I was going to be there. He thought I was bringing her, but he told her to come through. We get back there. It is what it is. I'm peeping her like, look at Nas. Look at Nas one more again. My back hurt. Look at Nas one more again. Needless to say, it was a long train. I didn't even hop in the whip with the homies. Took the train with her. We were taking the train home. It was a long train ride, and I had to clear my head. But yeah, that's my Palladium. And besides the Puerto Ricans cutting everybody up every other week, I literally had my girl in Palladium. Now, I didn't know she was gonna be there. Going to see Nas. Now, what would have happened if I wasn't there? I don't know Nas to be smashing groupies. So I don't know. But it can happen to anybody. Look, I just had a conversation with one of the homies this morning. Don't ever put nothing past nobody. After Club Speed, I was like, nah, no more clubs. Yeah, Speed ruined it for me. Matter of fact, and I had to wait online in Speed. I ain't know those security. They were like, we don't know who you are. I was like, bro, let me up in here. Growing up in NYC was definitely different. Oh, goody, what up? He's the Gangsters Don't Dance. They was dancing in Riverdale, Georgia. Playing was the first club I went to that made us take off our 40 belows to get checked. Yep. College Park of Old Charles Club, I think. The name don't sound familiar, but you might be right. Name don't sound familiar, but you might be right. Hey, what's up, fellas? No, it's not a secret, but I'm not. Hey, Creighton, you may be new to the channel. I don't get into funds. You're gonna consultation. You can talk to me. I'm not gonna talk my banking info over the line. It's not a secret at all. Light skin on light skin crime is whack. Facts.
Hey, how are you?
Thank you very, very much. Oh, yeah, I'm hungry. Is that a steak knife? And Creighton, you gotta be. I don't need that. Masago popo. You gotta be. What's the word? Cognizant of the questions you're asking. Yes, I've done everything you said I've done. How I did it is kind of my business, based on where I got my finances from. You know, tacos did not pay for it. 100% tacos did not pay for it. I hope you buy more tacos though, but it didn't pay for it. Let me show y'all my lunch. Oh, Webster Hall was lit. Webster Hall was lit. Look at that. Steak, onions. Unfortunately, no carbs. Steak been on the menu, homie. You ain't been down here. You ain't been down here. Let me tell you, I'm gonna take one bite of this, then we're gonna finish this live. Gotta make sure they made it medium rare. Oh yeah. Talk to them, man. I'm on the live. I'm on live right now. Oh yeah, Ben has steak on the menu. There's a lot of things I got on the menu. The people don't look because they go for the stuff they want. But I ain't gonna stay here too much longer. I'm gonna do a Sosua. If you got any questions before we get out of here, I'm gonna do a Sosua updates video tonight or tomorrow, and I'll put it out Tuesday. Get it to you guys. Some quality information about what's going on in Sosua, and I'll put some videos up for y'all so y'all can see what's going on. Man, y'all crazy. Steak, y'all don't even look at the menu. You know what it is? Everybody just look at the wings. Let me get some wings. He got bread on the menu? Yeah, bread on the bread on the menu. He got eggs on the menu? Yeah, eggs on the menu too. He got grits. I'm the king of grits. I forgot Sarge just said he done moved his chair and everything. He done moved his chair. Sarge got company. He don't know how to act. He done moved his chair and everything. I forgot he was here. I was like, oh, Sarge's still here. Mofos get company, don't know how to act. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Gotta have the blood inside. Yeah, he got sodas on the menu. Yeah, I got sodas on the menu. He got water? Yeah, he got water. Yes. We sell water at FlipFlop. He got napkins? Pardon me, I'm chewing. I had eggs this morning. 4 scrambled eggs. 3 egg whites, scrambled. Pablo said, yeah, poutine. I like poutine. I did poutine here for a while. But Canadians are very particular about their gravy. So I stopped doing it because they want a specific gravy. And it was just a hassle. So I just do cheesy fries now, leave it at that. Like, depending what part of Canada they were from, they were like, I want it this way, I want it that way. I'm like, look, I was about to say this ain't a restaurant, but it is. Remember your mom's, this ain't no restaurant. Remember my mom said, this ain't no restaurant. It is, right? I can't say that. Sorry, but this ain't no soup kitchen. You know what I mean? I guess, right? But yeah, so we just do cheesy fries now. No, you don't got to pre-order, but it takes a little longer to cook, obviously. You got to get it right. Same thing with the fish, takes a little longer. Whew. So guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Stay tuned for some more of it. Ball on the Budget said, when is the next time you're going on vacation? Not until August when we do the DR tour. And it might pop out later on after that. Beach Viking, what's up? See you soon, bro. Excuse me. Right now, I will be here every single day, and if I'm not here, I'm nearby. Poutine is good. I've had some good poutine. We made some good poutine, but like I said, it's particular gravy Canadians like, and it's kind of a, kind of a thing. But my cheesy fries are dope. Definitely dope. Y'all stay tuned for more. I'm gonna finish this beautiful steak, right? Get my protein on. Think about not capping to you guys about anything. No cap. No cap in my rap. And tell your favorite YouTuber I'm back. I'm gonna choke.